If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight, I don't have a job to find. And if I work tonight, if I'm so tired tonight, I'll fall asleep when I'm home, when I'm
Good evening and welcome to the Darkmom Consortium for December the 27th, 2019. How's everybody doing? Everybody being at this moment me. Ooh, I spelled that badly. Gosh darn it. There we go. Yeah, I can type tonight. There we go. There, that's much better. Let's see if that'll refresh since nobody's there. There we go. This one's for you, Pi. I like this. Now nobody's watching it. Even I'm not watching this. How interesting. So, we haven't been here for a while. Life has been busy, as I'm sure it has been for all of you. We've had Christmas stuff, day after Christmas stuff. What is that called? Boxing Day stuff. Family in, which was lovely. Got to chat with a lot of friends and fleet mates over the last couple of days. I had to go back to work right after Christmas, which bites. Most of our office is based out of Germany or Switzerland, so they're on holiday for 2 weeks. But we're not, which is just wrong. Wrong. Let's make sure that we're in here. If you're joining us, we're in the open mic channel. So let's see. I've already taken care of my universals and my endeavors because I woke up at 3 this morning on the thought of, hey, I'll go to the gym.
Priority clearance recognition Alpha 1.
Ooh, I heard something interesting there. Pi has just subscribed. Huzzah! Hi, Pi. You've been a subscriber for 5 months. Pi rocks. How are you doing, sweetie?
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm fine. And you?
I'm good. I'm going and fix the volumes here because they're a little off today. I noticed it last night that DT was a little quiet too.
So you broke it?
Not my fault. I didn't break it. No, I turned down the volumes, I guess. Say something if you would.
I can say something.
Oh, that's so much better, yes. Much better. I'm going to take that out of my face, though. So how have you been? Did you have a good Christmas? Given the circumstances? Yeah.
Yeah. 14 people, 6 kids. It was fun.
Wow. Wow, that's pretty big.
Yeah.
We did a Christmas Eve event at my brother-in-law's, which is right next door, featuring brother-in-law, his daughter, son-in-law, his son, their 3 dogs, who are just wonderful doggies, me, my hubs, Farnsworth, and Lady Farnsworth.
Oh.
So it's very nice.
Sounds like a big thing.
For a very small house, yes, it's a very nice thing. But it is a small house, so 3 dogs and 7 people. Was that what that came out to? 3 dogs and 8 people. Kind of tight. Big dogs, too.
And a lot of good food.
Oh, Lord, yes. Everybody was bringing appetizers. This is an appetizer thing, so we took our typical shrimp artichoke, shrimp, artichoke dip, Swedish meatballs, and glug. So,
oh.
Since we all live in town or we're staying there, we could, getting home wasn't a problem. Hi, WC, how are you? Joining us there in chat. But taking time off from work was so enjoyable that, makes you think, do you want to keep going back? No. No, 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 no.
Well, I don't have that problem.
No, you don't. I'm sorry that you don't have that problem, but I'm sure you will after the holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody hires people here at the holidays unless they're in terrible, terrible shape. I don't know how the taxes work there, but in the U.S. employers pay taxes from when a person joins until the end of the year, and then it starts all over again. So hiring somebody at the end of the year means you pay the heaviest part of their taxes, and then you pay them right away again in January. So they just wait till January to hire people.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you for asking. It's been such a long time since we all chatted.
Well, I should be doing work, so I'm procrastinating.
Hold on, it's Saturday there, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it's Friday here. It's weird because I worked Monday, but then we were closed Tuesday, Wednesday, went back Thursday, Friday, off Saturday, Sunday, rinse and repeat.
Mm.
And then, of course, nobody showed up the last 2 days to speak of.
Oh, that happened when I was at work once, and all of the management was away. For some reason, just every manager was in a different meeting for the whole day. It wasn't meant to be that way; it just happened. And the receptionist thought that meant that it was going to be a day where everybody was going to be able to slack off.
Yeah. Did that work out?
I had stuff that I had everybody do.
Ooh.
And she said, I don't normally work this hard when everybody else is here.
Oh, yeah.
She was not happy.
Oh, I understand that. Well, I thought I was slacking off by wearing blue jeans and a t-shirt yesterday. I went to the gym, then I went to work. And one of the people who did come in for a few hours was wearing sweatpants and kind of a workout tee. And I'm thinking, oh, I'm almost overdressed for today. Most of them came in late and left early. Or didn't come in at all.
I have no time for that.
Well, when you work for yourself, the boss is a little bit tougher than when you work for somebody else.
Very true.
Yes, something I'm used to.
Well, if I stuff the boss around, the person who pays for it is me.
Exactly. Exactly. So now we have to hire Pi to do something and pay him well. It's next on the list here. I'm doing Krampus, by the way. Oh, I did tell you that I found a Krampus outfit at Chris Grindle Market in Chicago.
You did?
Yeah. I was going to buy it and send it to Pi so he could be Krampus for next year.
Oh, damn.
It was very cute. Actually, it wasn't cute at all. It was very scary. Not as scary as our Krampuri, but...
Oh, I don't know some of them. Because Mum told me about that St. Nicholas coming along and there's Krampus after him. You know, when she was growing up
Wow.
as a child, and yeah.
If you are joining us in chat, I apologize. I'll be jumping back and forth with chat. But with my son here, I had to move all my computer stuff to my room, so once again, I'm going to be moving stuff back and forth for a few days. Why does the Krampuri give so many green presents and not as many red presents? I want red presents. And I want him to stop hitting me when I'm trying to open presents. Go hit somebody else.
Because the Klingons like green.
Yeah, but this isn't a Klingon. This is a Jem'Hadar.
Oh.
Oh, you mean because Krampuri... Well, Krampuri isn't a Klingon. He's just being mean to me. He's picking on me.
Hit him back.
Got to get unfrozen first. I still think next year they should offer for sale hot chocolate and things like that.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, I'd spend my money on hot chocolate. And that'll warm you up and you get out of the freeze faster.
It is meant to be hot here today.
How hot?
Well, it's overcast, so I don't think it's going to happen.
Oh.
But we did have a day of, what was it, 110 or 120?
You had mentioned 110 the other day.
Mm.
Which is pretty darn toasty.
I have to do the Celsius to Fahrenheit thing.
If it was 110 Celsius or centigrade, that would be a whole different story.
No, that's when we turn into the roast ourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Today's meant to be 90.
That's not too bad.
That tomorrow will be cooler. Monday is going to be 106.
Whew. Well, it's actually been relatively warm here so far. But I say that cautiously because we had a Christmas about, 35 years ago, just after I got married, so yeah, about that long ago. It was 70 degrees on Christmas, and of course I had just made a wool outfit to wear. Because, you go out for the holidays and it's always cold. So I was all set. I had a very cute wool skirt and a vest. And it's 70 degrees. Okay, that's bad. 4 days later, it was 0 with wind chills at 100 or at 40 below 0. So very chilly. Yeah. My husband was in Las Vegas that week. So I was at the point of the only way to keep the cars running was to take the batteries out and leave them inside the house in the basement to keep them from freezing. And then every morning put them back in and start the cars back up to keep them from freezing. And that went on for about 5 days.
Damn.
Yeah. It almost got that cold last year, so I will take
Sounds
one day.
all very entertaining.
It was cold. Welcome to Chicago. This year's been reasonably pleasant. Blech. Has everybody done their endeavors?
Yep, except the Universal that we have to do like every 20 hours or something.
The Universal's it's 3 days right now.
Yeah, but isn't it, I can't remember, how often is it that you can deliver prisoners?
It's 20 hours, but you only have to do it once.
If you do a KDF side, you just have to deliver the 10 carcasses.
Yeah, and as soon as they get accepted, which will be after a 20-hour cooldown, then you get it. So if you need any carcasses, I have a few.
No, okay, I already started on the prisoners, so yeah.
Yeah, they just have to finish cooking. That's what it is.
Well, I noticed I could buy the triple carcasses on the exchange, and they were only 40,000 for the 10.
Really? That's cheap.
Mm.
Oh. See what they're going
Maybe
for.
I bought it early or something. But,
Could be.
I thought, well, that saves having to make my own.
Yes, it does. Let's see. Oh, they're going for $9.70 each right now, if you buy 100 of them. So hardly worth selling them. Let's see what it is if you're just buying them per. Yeah, they're going for 8,000 each, but if you buy 100 at a shot, they're 10th that price.
Yeah.
So, shall we do something? Since, while I'm enjoying Winter Wonderland, I'm probably not going to get a whole lot of accolades completed this year. Any more than I ever do, because doing it on 11 tunes is just too hard. I was thinking that we needed to do an accolade weekend. See, this is what I meant if you're looking at my screen. I've got 3 reds, 4 blues, and 14 greens opened.
Oh no.
They like to hand out those greens. And I have a ton of cooking to do, but that's okay.
Yeah, I restocked some of the missing recipes.
I put some back in too from my other tunes.
Yeah, but I put some of them that weren't there, so there should
Awesome.
be some.
I will go in and snag some at some point. It is Borg Alert, but it's not like the old Borg Alert. I only got like 1.5 of a mastery, where last time you used to be able to get at least 2.5 out of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same.
It was stunning. It went so quickly when I went in there.
Oh, what, the event?
Well, the Borg RA.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I meant, yes. I have noticed that. Everybody grabbed a cube and we were done and on to doing the toothpaste or toothbrush holder. It's what it is. It's a toothbrush holder.
Well, it's better than what I've heard it called.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I think I need to go sell some stuff. I have 32, 37, 41, 42 reputation boxes I need to open and sell all them.
Yeah. Well, you can't sell. Oh, you can exchange, not
Vendor
exchange.
trash it, yeah.
Yeah, vendor
Yeah,
trash.
vendor trash.
That's what it is, yes.
That's what I meant.
Aha. I have a ton of boxes to open here. Let's see. Ooh, but I have 80 ornament fragments. I think I'll go trade those in first. Oh, works better when I pick them up. Take them away.
Oh, vendor trash, vendor trash, vendor trash, vendor trash.
I've been trying to do that in the mornings a little bit. I still have a bunch of reputation boxes to empty out.
Sometimes I just stockpile them and then, like, once in a while I go sell it.
Oh, yeah. I have to remember to get all the stuff I need from the vendor before I leave. Though, can you get it from the vendor later in the year?
What do you mean, the winter?
Yeah, the training manuals and things like that. Those are available later.
I think they are.
I think they are. All right,
Yeah,
so
it's in the
here's...
store.
Do I want to keep the Breen hanger pets? Are they worth keeping? Or are they
I haven't
junk?
tried them. I haven't tried them.
Oh, you've tried a Breen ship. They're the standard ones that
Yeah,
go with
but
Breen
I
ships.
haven't had time to go level the Breen ship. I've been focusing on my Jem'Hadar.
You haven't leveled your Breen ships from like 3 Christmases ago? And I thought,
that Breen ship.
that
Oh,
Breen
no,
ship.
I thought you were. I mixed it up with the Alachi ship. No, I don't have any Breen ships.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm just going to pitch these. If I'm going to do carriers, I'll do better carriers than this. They're just taking up all this space. And they have so much better stuff you can buy. No, I'll buy more stuff. I'll buy better stuff later.
So.
So goal for this year is we currently have like 100 and some viewers. We have 118 followers and 19 subscribers. So I'm hoping to double that before we get to Vegas. That would be really nice.
That would be cool.
That would be awesome. Well, I did open up my Phoenix prize packs on one tune the other morning when I was up in the middle of the night and did get another epic, so my argument of opening them up in the middle of the night seems to be working. Meh, 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 meh. Oh goodness, we'll have a race coming up here in 10 minutes.
Oh, this can sell. That's cool.
See, R&D stuff. Ugh, way too much R&D stuff.
sell, 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 sell.
Anytime I get to $9.99 on stuff, I've been trying to sell it because otherwise I just have too much.
That game is some easy, so that. Oh, the deal was quite low at a certain point. It's like 436.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, now it's down to 440.
That's in the same price range. I suppose I could sell Dill and wind up getting some EC one way or another. But it's making me think, how much do I really want the jellyfish?
How much money how much do you have left to reach?
I still have 300,000 to go. Though Lant was telling me he knows somebody who's got one and might be willing to work out a deal.
Oh.
So not having to pay 1 billion for a ship would be good.
Yeah. Wouldn't be that bad.
Yeah, that's all my money. When I realize how much I've put into fleet projects, that's definitely more than 1 billion over the years, but that's the way it goes. Speaking of fleet projects, the other thing is we need to get Klingons up to tier 5.
Tier 5 on the
For the colony?
starbase. Oh,
For the colony. It's the only thing left in the Klingons to go to tier 5, and then we'll have everything nicely equipped. That would be good.
you mean it needs dilithium?
Well, actually, it's the number of projects it's going to need. So I think Ed came up with around 100 projects have to be put through to get everything to where it needs to be.
Well, I gave it some EC and some fleet.
Oh, that was nice of you guys. I'm leaving the EC alone for the moment. Oops, sorry, that's not the road. I'm jumping over there.
There we
All
go.
right.
Gave like 30k of Dill. Not 40. I'm still amazed. I'm still on the second place on the leaderboard.
For the colony?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Let's see where you are. Wow, what's really weird is on the lithium mines, Cranston Lamont is in second place behind Beardy, and I think Cranston has passed away. Second place in Embassy. First, second, and third place in K-13. Second place in Research. Fourth place in Spire. And first place in Fleet. I miss you, Cranston. He was a good guy.
Yeah. I don't think I think I spoke to him like once or twice, and that was it.
Yeah. Well, he's been gone for, what, year plus now?
Oh. So what do you need to do, Mom? Do you have your endeavors?
Yes, I have mine done.
Okay. Well, I was wondering, since we need fleet marsh... No, that's filled. Never mind. Just wondering if we should go on a fleet fleet...
We could go do some fleet things. Fleet thing be fun.
Yeah, fleet marks.
I put some fleet marks and stuff. I put some dilithium in stuff.
How much contrabands do you have left?
Oh, 250.
Okay.
So I'm still doing good. I just tapped into the last 250 today.
Okay.
So totally good on that one.
Because I had 140
Ooh,
back. So
you're doing good.
Just tell me if you need some.
Thank you. I will do that. I've been chatting with somebody in the mornings,
Oh.
and he was just PMing me. I mentioned that we're doing a live stream. He's on his way off to work. But Harold Scott, if you're out there, I am the mom. You know, you meet people in this and you're always like, I don't mind talking about myself, but you don't know if you're talking to somebody who's 14 years old and hitting on you, or if they're 70 years old and
still hitting on you.
And still hitting on you, yeah. That too. And it's always good for the ego, in my opinion. You know, for all I know, I mean, I know people only by their voices for the most part. Hi, Hate. How are you doing? And, you know, there's that part of, do I say, well, yes, my 30-year-old son is visiting for the holidays, or do I just be like, oh, my family's in town for the holidays? How much do you want to reveal? Always challenging.
Well, should we do some...
Yes, we should do some.
Fleet mark grinding on KDF, or...
Whatever you want to do. I'm happy to play games.
Okay, Uno. Well, I got Uno on Steam, and I paid like, I can't remember how many euros, and I've played it like 3 times.
Well, didn't you get it to play with Farnsworth?
Yeah, for a few days, and then yeah, he was busy with some other stuff.
Yeah, well, he's back on, but he's going to have to get his act together because he goes back to work in like 2 weeks.
Oh.
And then he can't stay up all night playing video games anymore.
Well, should I team us up for some...
Yes, please team us up for stuff. Do you want to join us, WC, or are you doing your stuff?
Yep.
Am I teaming, or are you teaming Pi?
I'm timing. Well, I can't team Who Cares because he's on his Fed.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
we're doing
I still
KDF.
want- Just saw somebody with a Winter Wonderland weapon that looked to me more like a coffee urn.
A coffee urn? With the long spout, or with the square thing in the back?
A big silvery, like, you remember those urns from the 60s?
Yeah,
The big long silvery tube? It was one of those.
I think it's the snowblower.
Ah. Coffee urn would be more welcome, especially in...
Yeah, definitely. Definitely could do the coffee urn.
Just waiting for my chat to... Oh, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Waiting.
Processing. Sorry. or am I the only one who gets that?
I've heard it before, but I can't remember where it's from.
Invader Zim.
There we go.
I love Invader Zim. But I finally have acknowledged that my Invader Zim t-shirt must go the way of all things. I have like 75 t-shirts. And they're all in good shape. Everybody buys me t-shirts and I love them, but I think it is time for me to start actually wear them all. Get rid of them.
I'm just gonna queue us for some fleet.
Okay.
Let's see, we can do this one. Oh, Weewoo?
We would.
I have a wee-woo.
Let me just
Oh.
check that my skill sets are there. They
My
are.
partner got me a statistical t-shirt.
A statistical t-shirt?
Hmm.
What is a statistical t-shirt?
There are 2 types of people in the world. One, those who can derive meaning from incomplete data.
Yes, I love that. And everybody's automatic reaction is to try and complete the statement.
Hmm.
There are 10 kinds of people in the world. Those who understand binary and those who don't.
I like that. And yes, I get it. 1-0.
And then there's also the more geeky one. There's no place like 127.0.0.1.
Okay, that is nerdy. I like it. This is one of the ships that I threw together with Ed just to have some ships.
I'm just
Let's see
fleet
if
marks.
this one's going to let me
I
do
thought
anything.
there were two types of people in the world. The living and the dead.
Well, that too, yeah.
Really? That's the only difference, right?
Well, yeah, but that doesn't make as clever of a T-shirt.
No, but it makes a correct statement that can't be, like, suddenly turned against.
This is true.
No. Oh, there we go.
Man, this ship has no acceleration.
This ship does. I hit. What was it that I hit? Clean getaway, and suddenly I was 17 kilometers.
Wow.
So, this is what happened, right? I'm trying to sell that tier 6 ship token.
Yeah.
Somebody else is selling it for 300 million. So I'm like, I'll do it for 280,
Yeah.
but I won't give the price in zone chat
Uh-huh.
so that I don't undercut this guy. And then
That's-
some other yo-yo comes right after me and it's like 240 million. Zone chat has lowered it to 200 million.
Oh, no.
I'm like,
It takes it down to a bidding war, and you don't want to do that.
no. And I didn't say a price just because I didn't want to get into the bidding
Yeah,
war and
yeah.
undercut the German guy trying to get 300 million. 'Cause
Yeah.
in my mind, it's worth a tier 6 ship. So I look at lobby ship prices for tier 6, and I look at lockbox prices, ships for tier 6, and I look at the price for that. Somewhere in the middle. 300 million sounds fine to me.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'm going for 280 today. And thank you, Harold.
I got a second place.
Sweet. I got a rock.
I got third. What?
There's like people doing math about, you know, Zen prices, and then they're on like, yeah, no, it's worth only 130 million energy credits.
No.
Yeah, well, no, I'm not selling it that cheap.
No,
Then I'll
no.
pick a tier 6 Zen ship. Like there's something in the store I can use, like a trait or you know, a nice tanky ship that's Romulan.
More?
Oh, I can do more, sure. Thank you, Harold. Hey, no, I definitely do not have all of the accolades. I might have it on one tune, but I wouldn't even want to guarantee I've got it on one. Yeah, I'm way short on the presence. But I think that's it on this. Oh, no, I need Ginger Buddy on this one. I've got so much work to do.
Oh my lord.
It's not like Ryza where I can just sit there and lose my mind playing Ryza over and over. With this one, I have to work it.
Yeah, I've given up on the accolades years ago.
Weeboo.
When trying to get the one for talking to the snowman.
Talking to the snowman?
Yeah, at some point you can interact with the snowman.
No.
And
Really?
they give like little comments and stuff. And
Well,
there used to be an accolade for talking to all of them.
There's snowman.
It's so random.
There is snowman about town, but that's just going and finding them. You don't have to interact with them. I've never seen the interaction one.
There's one that it usually happens right around when the snowmen do like their attack.
Really?
The ones that are standing there with the the bat lifts up
Yeah.
high and
Mhm.
just around the place, not moving.
Right?
Some of them light up that you can interact with them.
I've never
You
seen
have
that.
to
That is so
interact
cool.
with each and every single one of the ones needed for the accolade. I remember that, and it's like, yeah, no, too much work, because they're not all active at the same time.
Wow.
Yeah,
This
so
ship is not designed for this.
What ship are you flying?
Well, this one is. What is this?
I don't
Well, it's
know.
a battleship, but I've not set it up.
Oh, well, that generally
Well,
helps.
Be surrounded by enemies in this way.
I've got a
So
Ferengi
it's
Nandi,
surrounded
which
with
I
all that
like,
debris,
but
set it.
so courtesy of the Ed crash course in leveling, we did oodly scoodles of ships last week, but I was just throwing stuff on them thinking, oh, I'll get around to redoing all my ships now that they're all leveled, which I haven't done yet.
I was just watching somebody showing off the jellyfish ship on their
Really?
It moves really nice.
Ah,
Like the weird turning it does.
yeah.
You
It's
know,
it's still 100.
gravity doesn't exist turning.
Wow. Yeah. The physics are for losers' turns.
Ow, ow, ow.
You okay? Don't die. Do you need me? Oop, I don't have a save on this ship. Sorry. I'd come save you, but I don't have a save. No, the jellyfish is still going for a little bit more than I'm willing to spend.
Technically, you had a save, but it's too late.
What did I have for a save?
The Klingon beacon of Kalis.
Is that a save?
Because that will, yeah, it will temporarily placate foes, not
Oh.
being able to target somebody. So if you're almost about dead, then yeah, popping it could save your ass.
I will bear that in mind.
It's a thing. That's why the blinding effect and everything.
Ah.
But you know,
I wasn't aware of that. I think
Yeah,
of things more in single terms like,
it is the only reason I would use that over the Herc waveform beacon.
which I have not equipped on this one. Let's see.
That Herc thing is just so nice, and otherwise, yeah, Delta's great too.
I will digress here for just one moment. Hey, if you need those recipes, let me know, and I think we have them in the fleet someplace.
Another one, the Nimbus Pirates, I do believe give out some healing, if I remember right.
Do they? I would have to go look at those guys. Obviously, I have Nimbus Pirates
Why I
on
carry
everybody.
them all on me.
I have them, but I don't always put all of them up.
Yeah, neither do I. I don't usually put the Delta or the Pirates up, because I don't really use them a lot.
Harold, thank you for the compliment. I am definitely not an actress, though I play one on TV. I am just a martial arts instructor / accountant / author / game player / astronaut
/ geek.
/ geek, yeah.
Yeah,
Slash mom.
slash fleet parent.
Yeah, fleet mom.
Yeah, this is your mom to everyone.
No, we have a few people who will not call me mom, which is totally fine.
What?
Yeah.
I can get, there's a stream I watch, the girl streaming plays Tekken, but she wants everybody to call her daddy. And the entire community is called her baby girls.
Okay.
And it doesn't really matter what gender you are. I have expertly not taken the word daddy and typed it out. I will not call her that.
Yeah, I can see where that might darn it. Okay, well, the Beacon of Kalis worked to the extent that I was able to get away and try and heal up, but not healed enough.
Yeah, it's timing.
It
It
is.
doesn't always work for me.
Well, in the sense, if I could have gotten away and just, held out for
Why
a
is
second or two.
everybody not doing what they're supposed to do?
Oh, we're supposed to do something?
Yeah, defend the ships that are trying to flee.
You're
of
no
just people-
fun.
Instead of people just sitting in one big group, just
Fine,
pinning
fine. We'll come over there and defend them.
Well, I should make my old fire at will build and just farm Starbase 1 for the lol.
Yeah.
If I do it on normal, I AFK the rest of the group
Yeah.
for not having that kind of DPS.
I'm sorry, but releasing
The Kraken?
unshielded ships from a starbase of that size during an invasion means that they deserve to be blown up.
Hey, you know what happened, right? The Klingons painted a giant-ass symbol of their empire on the side of this station after they had made it all the way to Earth here. Because this is, like, that station that you see in the
Yes.
Discovery show with the Klingon symbol painted on the side.
How the heck do you
Like,
paint things in space?
Klingons were here. Yeah. Why the hell would you paint graffiti on a wall in space in the first place?
Yeah, there's that part too.
I don't know. Why would you have nighttime and have everybody not at their stations?
Well, the thing is, it was gigantic, that symbol. Somebody took the time and the effort to put it out there and make it that big for everyone to see. But it serves no purpose whatsoever. And I
You're
didn't
so right.
think Klingons were vandals. I thought they were honorable warriors.
They are honorable warriors, but yeah, no, I won't get into it. Everybody knows my opinion of Discovery. And Picard had darn well better be good. That's all I'm going to say.
Klingons into a bunch of vandals instead of warriors.
Yeah.
That proud cult.
Speaking
But,
of,
you know, that's poor writing anyway.
yeah. Hey, speaking of writing and good writing, we are going to be doing First Contact next week. I think we're going to do it, though, on Wednesday. Is Wednesday New Year's Eve or Wednesday is New Year's Day, right?
Yeah.
Let's see, Wednesday the
Maybe.
1st. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we'll do it on Wednesdays, start the new year off right with a new movie, a good movie.
You'd say, yeah, you could say that. First Contact is one of my faves.
It's a good movie.
Except, you know, there's always Save the Whales, Save the Whales.
Well, that was a couple weeks ago. We did Save the Whales.
I know, I was there.
I thought you were there. I was listening to the Critical Drinker who does movie reviews, and he was reviewing Into Darkness versus Wrath of Khan. I was saying, hey, if you need the recipes, let me know. I have a bunch of them, or our fleet has a bunch of them, and I think we can help you out if you just need the recipes.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting, though, to have somebody look at the difference between why Wrath of Khan was so gosh darn good and why Into Darkness was not as good.
Well, you can't just mirror everything and think that'll turn out fine.
Well, what
You
made
can't throw in random references to Star Trek stuff that has no relation to the Wrath of Khan. I mean,
but the
Mud Shuttle, Tribbles, the
yeah,
hell?
yeah.
They should have left both those things out of the movie.
Oh, yeah, they needed a much better Deus Ex Machina to save Kirk, and Kirk should not have been kicking the precision machinery to make it work. It's gotta
No, if they would have him lift a lid on top of like a sort of tube that has some kind of light and radiation coming from it,
That would
we
be cool.
would have all bought it. Because it would have been just like what Spock did in, you know, Wrath of Khan. Like, you gotta close the lid. silly, but
Not silly.
Yeah, there should be 2 glazed targ and
Mm-hmm.
candied soup grubs.
In the KDF bank?
Not sure in the KDF bank, but there
I will
are
go
definitely.
check. I'll see what we've got in KDF bank. Fleet bank. Oh, we've got a lot of stuff. So, glazed
There's
targ and
glazed.
candied tube grubs. So let's see what I've got here.
right. I haven't done none of that.
Oh, for once we have glazed ham, of course. And candied tube grubs. Do we have any glazed targ?
No.
Snail dishes, ginger fudge, tranya balls.
No, but there are in the Fed. There should
Okay.
be in the Fed. I also might have one.
Hate, what's your name in game? Yeah. And I apologize for not remembering what it was because we talked about it the other day and I don't remember. There you are. Well, that was easy.
You could use the comment section. Put in his.
Well, it's actually the same as his name, so that's even more embarrassing when I don't remember it. There he is. Okay. There you go. Have some candied tube grubs. Because God knows if I have them, I'll just eat them. They're like cookies.
But there should be some glazed targ in the Fed bank.
I will go looking for it next time around.
Want to do more?
Yeah, heck yeah.
KDF,
I can do anything you guys want to do.
Oh, okay. Hang on.
Or we can go Fed. How are we doing over here? So, I will put... Ugh, hate to do that. This tune is so shy on the lithium. I'm not putting in the energy credits, though. I cleaned out all of my EPOs this morning. They were so sad to leave, but I know they're going to a better home. Thank you. Bye.
Well, that depends. Did you put them into New Romulus?
No, I did not put them into New Romulus. I traded them in here in the Winter Wonderland. They were all my winter EPOs. I'm actually going to start a tune and just stop it when it reaches the level of new ROM, and start on a different account so I can just play all the new ROM games again. But I'm thinking, do I need to have a Federation one to do invites to a Fed tune? I do, don't I?
It does help.
Okay.
Well, I mean, they can't cross over. I can't have a Fed tune share game or share a mission with a KDF.
Weewoo?
Hang on, I didn't see a wee-woo.
Not
That's
yet.
because I'm doing this.
I
No,
got
no,
one.
no wee-woo.
Okay, then
No,
then I'll go alone then.
No, fine that way. Ha ha ha. Thank you very much, Harold. I am many things I don't think... Well, maybe I am clever. But thank you. So he's left us. WC, he's left us to go do his stuff. I wish they'd do more accolades with the fishing. There isn't a fishing accolade, is there?
Nope.
There should be a fishing accolade. Though I do like the airstrike, that's fun. Maybe next year I'll just take the entire month of December off so I can play and get all my accolades. That'd be a good use of my time, right?
Oh, I
yeah.
think so.
Seems I only have 2 winter accolades left.
I hate this lag.
Oh yeah, the lag is just nasty today. So Hate has asked a really good question. I don't know if anybody else saw it in chat, but his question is it better to do the 340 dilithium per hour versus trading in large numbers of marks for dill?
You can only do the 3 per daily rep. So in 3 hours you'd be done with all of them.
Yeah, but that, depending on how many you have for tunes, for me I have 11 tunes, and that provides me with 12,000 dilithium per day.
Yeah, but the infinite number of marks you can acquire means you can infinitely keep reclaiming the lithium from them.
Right. Well, I think he's...
So it depends on how many marks you are actually collecting, rather than how much dilithium you get from only 3 hourlies a day.
Right. So my attitude on that one is I go for the daily reps for the 340 dilithium, because when you trade in the large lump, you actually don't get as good of a return. You get a larger amount straight up, but you still can only refine 8,000 to 9,000 per day, depending on whether you're a lifer and a fleet member. So let's assume you're not, and you can only do 8,000 per day. So trading in a large lump might be great, because then you don't have to deal with anything for a couple of days. But when you do the 340 per hour, what's interesting is, I just did it on this tune, and hopefully I can find it here. See if it'll pop up. Of course it won't. I'm going to change tunes. WC, I'm going to switch tunes. I'll be back, and
Okay.
just so you don't think I don't love you anymore. There we go.
I would never think that.
Thank you. Yes. I'm not fickle that way.
Well, I get why on an alt you do the hourly projects, but on your main, I would probably be turning in marks, because you'll be able to get a lot more marks a day.
Yeah, but
You can do the hourlies and
you can, but it comes down to your rate of being able to refine, and which then comes into how much time you want to dedicate to doing this. So what I find interesting, though, is when you're doing the turning in 340 marks at a time, turning in the dailies, you're going to get 340 per. It's going to cost you 7,500 energy credits and 1,000 expertise, and it's a great way to burn your expertise, but only 15 of your marks. So it's 15 marks resulting in 340 dilithium. The energy credits, though, this is where it gets really interesting. You get a prize box back. You get an item in it worth at least 7,500 energy credits for the most parts, and roughly 25%, in some cases more, are elite marks, which are the canisters. Excuse me, I'm not going to start that one. The canisters, or the whatever else there are here. Let's take a look at this really quick here. Oops, wrong one.
Neural processors,
Yeah.
the whatever stratagems.
Right, the stratagems. And all of these are, one, you can trade them in, which is fine, but the elite marks you may not be able to get out of missions if you're not running advanced, and things like the competitives, if you're not doing competitives, it's the only way to get them. So this is a great way to accumulate the elite marks that you might not get otherwise. And as I said, you get about a 1 in 4 chance of getting those, depending on the given chances. I find 2 of them, the Borg neural processors and the Voth cybernetic implants, come back at a higher rate than that, much higher than 25%, which is why you'll notice I'm sitting on 81 of those and 70 of those. Now, you can trade those in for fleet for dilithium too, can't you? Or do you trade those in for fleet marks? You can trade those for dilithium.
3 dilithium.
Right. So you wind up getting the ability to get additional dilithium without having to give it away. But when you're giving away the 5,000 or the 10,000 marks at a time, depending, or 1,000 marks at a time, you actually get a slightly lower rate of return, but it's faster. So, do you have the patience to grind it? Then do 340 at a time, as far as you can, to the maximum you can do each day. If you don't have time, trade them in bigger bunches. So, somebody did an analysis of what the actual rate of return was, and the 340 came out slightly better, but it requires an extra step in that you have to do slightly more clicking, and then you have to go sell everything at the vendor. But you know, the last time I sold it at the vendor, I made 5 million EC, so it's worth it, in my humble opinion.
I'll be right back strangling the cats with love.
Yes. Got a lot of cats to strangle, you know?
Yeah, every day.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll be right back.
Certainly. Ooh, I hear somebody. Who was that? Yudhistiro. Yudhistiro? Hi, welcome aboard. How are you today?
Oh, okay. Hello.
Welcome to the Darkmom Consortium. Home of Darkthorne, who isn't here today. Probably working, how dare he. And Mom. And currently Pi and WC. And who else is with us today? Mewsin is with us. I thought I heard another voice in there besides that, but obviously not. So we're waiting for Pi to rejoin us so we can go off and kill more things. Which is always a good way to spend your day.
I've noticed new bits and pieces.
Oh?
Yeah, new. Well, they're probably not new anymore, but augment boarding party and that kind of thing.
Really? Augment boarding party?
What was it from? It was from a lockbox. Doesn't say.
Oh. Hang on, I'll tell you in a minute.
Okay.
Let's see, we have boarding party, but you said it's augment?
Yeah.
As I try to get my screen to actually like me today.
So augment boarding party 3 is 2 million.
Wow.
Augment boarding party 1 is 5.
That's interesting. It's out of a Kelvin divergence lockbox.
That's because it's a lockbox one, supply and demand.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, but it's always weird. I kind of understand 2 tending to be cheaper.
Yeah.
I'm back.
But when 3 is the cheapest, that's a little bit strange.
It is.
That's probably because of nobody using 3.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, well, I don't like that idea. Let's go back to...
Beam over an away team that actively sabotages the power conduits to the shield generator, damaging its capacity. If the enemy ship is defeated during this effect, the away team captures the vessel, securing it for use as a single-use Admiralty card based on the size of the prize. Only one of each size vessel's card may be possessed at a time: frigate, cruiser, battleship, or dreadnought. Well, that's nice. I could definitely do that. Maybe I'll open some of these Kelvin boxes, even though Ed keeps telling me, no, just open the Infinity boxes.
Technically, you can also get them from the Infinity box.
Oh.
That's how I got them.
Oh, sweet. Then I will go back to the Ed way of doing things. All hail Ed.
they're added to the training manual thing that drops from the Infinity Box. So.
Yeah, I'm absolutely horrible about training my crew.
You're not alone.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, you guys go. Here, I'll give you the money, you go train yourselves.
I should be doing the winter event stuff to get all those little prizes.
Wee-woo.
So I can get those 3 skills.
Yes, or...
Right?
Yeah.
But that's a 9 total.
Mm-hmm.
I need them all twice. So that's a total of 18 times the resource cost. And yeah, that's like, I'm not doing that.
How many do you need altogether?
18 of those skills. So like 18 times the total resource cost.
I'd be happy to give you some of them. I've got a few spare. Understatement, I have a lot spare.
Oh, I hate when that happened.
Did you get killed? No.
No. It's just whenever the tactical cubes they blow up.
Yeah.
The graphic disappears and you don't know where to go.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Somebody running mines?
I don't think so.
Nope.
Okay, because that's a thing that happens a lot when people are running mines. Other stuff disappears when they spawn too many mines.
That's interesting.
It's the capacity of the game. You can't render more.
Yeah. That I'm well too aware of.
Oh, I could change that first. Oh, no, I can't.
What was that?
No, I just thought I can change one of those skills I've got on this ship out, but I can't.
Toothbrush holder. Or whatever you want to call it.
I want to call it just something else, but it's not suitable on a stream.
Yeah. So somewhere over the last few days, we lost all of our little cards for the Twitch stream. You know, where it says you're doing this and you're doing that. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, we have all these wonderful options. I didn't know what you and Darkthorne had put on there. But at one point you can say this is for backseat gaming, or we're going to be working on crafting, or we're going to be doing this, that, or the other. So when nobody was looking, I added knitting to the list, and then I had ballroom dancing on the list for a while as well. But nobody was paying attention, so.
You wanna hear a funny part? You know, we've tagged our stream with farming, right? And
yeah.
Gaming wise, farming, you know, grinding, whatever. But when I use my native language, it's like farming, agriculture. So that's kind of funny. So
I'll have to change that up again.
nah, it doesn't matter. Oh, that's right. The Borg Red Alert doesn't have a cooldown, so we can just keep doing it.
Yes,
and
you
get
can just
marks.
keep doing it. Yeah, absolutely.
Want to do one more?
Sure. Hey, Yudhishthiro, which I'm not saying your name right, and I apologize. It is a Borg RA weekend on PC, but I don't know if it's a RA weekend if you're not on PC. So let's go back here and look.
What?
Yeah, so next weekend is the Alachi Red Alert. And it's also item upgrade next weekend. Woot, woot, woot. You should have saved all of those crafting things, WC, for next weekend. Might have gotten more money.
I don't do crafting.
Yeah, but you could have sold them for more money, because other people do.
Oh. No.
We will.
No, we will. I don't even have flashy green things.
Okay. again.
So all these things that I pick up in battles, the improves.
Flashing green thing?
No flashing green thing.
You,
Yeah, all these basic things that you pick up in missions, this is, starting next week is the time to sell those because people want them for their upgrades.
Try now, Mom. I made you team leader.
Oh, okay. So we're doing Borg RA again?
Yeah, or whatever. That complete marks.
Okay.
It's just so we have someone we have to upgrade to the colony.
Oh, we don't have an advanced version. Okay.
Nope.
Flashy green lights?
And a Weewoo.
And a wee-woo. Okay,
Weewoo.
we're good.
I just worked out how I can do my augment crew on my pirate ship. Because I didn't want to get rid of Chemosite 3.
No.
So augment 3 and Chemosite 3 because I've got Lieutenant Commander and Commander Tactical. Which is why the ship basically doesn't have any hull.
Hulls are for losers. Don't need no stinking hull.
The best is the Tavaro. For some reason, it can't keep hull ever.
Oh, God,
But
yes.
it gets down to about, 10% and it sticks there.
Well, I just took this ship down to 27%. Not a good idea.
Oh, I see a Who Cares doing all this stuff alone.
Yeah.
I see
Yeah,
he's
why not?
doing it.
You're making it look all
Yeah.
pretty.
I can make it all green.
Speaking of all green, did you see Ed's
black.
version of the new Feclari ship? The green cobalt, as he called it. It's so pretty. He did a great job. It's a pretty looking ship and quite a monster, which of course is Ed, so what a surprise there.
Looks so much like the ship from Black Hole.
Yep.
And I can't remember that film being bad, but then of course I can't remember anything about it because it came out when I was a kid.
Yeah, I was going to say, I remember it from a long time ago. And I was thinking, Disney, it's going to be a good movie. I was young. It's going to be a good movie.
Yeah, well, in the meantime, we know if it's got Disney on it.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything anymore. Maybe it never did. Maybe that was
Well,
my...
they've overextended. They've made
Oh.
the standard mistake of businesses overextending, so they're in areas that they're just not
Yeah.
comfortable in.
So, Pi, you went to see Star Wars?
Mm-hmm.
And...
Apropos of nothing.
I think it was quite okay, but the ending can be debated. In my opinion, a bit mushy.
Hopefully not mushy in the German sense, right?
No, mushy as in too much love for blah blah blah.
Yeah, what the heck was that about? Somebody called it Twilight meets Star Wars.
It was just bad.
Twilight is a really creepy concept.
Well, you know what Twilight really... Was it Twilight? No, it wasn't Twilight. My apologies. Twilight is bad. Yes, it's evil. If you're out there and you like Twilight, I apologize, but you're wrong.
You don't like Twilight? The Twilight Zone. Okay, yeah.
Hey, the Alachi weekend is... That's the one where you've got like 3 stations, and you have to kind of protect the stations while they're taking down the shields. And then the Alachi come through, and you have to defeat the Alachi, and they've got the weird little net thingies.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, it's not challenging. Boy, I have been off Star Wars for these last 3. It's just not been good. Probably because I really like Star Wars. I like the first 3. They were great. The second 3, the books were great. No, seriously, the guy who wrote the book for the last one of the bunch, what was that? Revenge of the Sith? What was the 6th movie? Episode 3.
That was the Return of the Jedi.
No, that was episode 6.
Have you seen the Clone Wars?
Yeah, I have. I like the Clone Wars.
Hmm.
I know, I liked it. I think it was Revenge of the Sith, the one where Anakin becomes Darth Vader and Padme dies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Weewoo?
Wee-woo.
Although the when he goes in with all the little Padawans,
Yeah.
and the little Padawan kid says, Master Anakin, what are we to do? And then he, activates his lightsaber. The way that kid acts, that little jump he does, that was both heartbreaking and very impressive for a kid that age.
Yeah.
I don't know how they directed that, but that was just phenomenal.
Now, that was a really that was a definitely creepy scene. I'm amazed they did it.
Well, somebody pointed out in a Tumblr post, it actually puts the whole here's your father's lightsaber scene in Star Wars 4, hey, he killed a bunch of kids with this.
Yeah, you're right. You don't think about that part. Going back and thinking of it that way, he saved his father's lightsaber, and you'd think Ben would kind of get rid of it at some point, going, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when they full well know that the force spirit of another can, like, attach to objects.
Ooh, then it gets super uber creepy.
Ooh.
And why does the lightsaber want to be wielded by Rey? Does it?
Yeah, well, No.
No.
I totally understand why. That makes sense in that light. And then it makes sense that Luke throws it away.
Ooh! Wow! Oh, that's a much more interesting take on this. I'm going to get killed if that thing doesn't go away. Go away.
Except if that was the intention, then it should have been directed better.
Yeah, but that's just it. In his face, you can read that was never the intention.
No, but
Now, if his face didn't betray that, then the scene could have been explained away.
Well, WC frequently has a really good take on things. If you want to go back and fix them, he's done a couple of suggestions of how things could be fixed to be appropriate and good. So I'm just thinking, how could we fix this to have been good?
I'd have to say all three.
We take a time machine, we go back in time, and we shoot the director.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just so sad because I think if Abrams would have been encouraged to be a special effects director and really focus on that side of things, he would have been considered a real great. But he's just not good at story development. And
No.
you can tell that by things like what he calls Easter eggs used to be called continuity. And you don't just do it once, you do it for the whole thing. His mystery box, I think it was Hitchcock who talked about that. Hitchcock had the MacGuffin.
Yeah.
But in Hitchcock's case, he knew what it was kind of meant to be. So even though, like, the briefcase in, was it 39 Steps?
Yep.
Briefcase? Yeah, even though you didn't need to know, as the audience, what was in the briefcase. You knew that it was important. And so he called it the MacGuffin. You don't need to explain what it is. You just have to have the audience know that whatever it is absolutely, vital.
Mm-hmm.
But Abrams has the mystery box where he just sort of throws out all of these loose ends, and he doesn't know how to tie them back in again. And narrative is about tying it back in. Movies aren't real life. If you're going to tell somebody, the old Chekhov's gun thing, if you're going to show them a gun in Act 1, then you have to use it by Act 3.
Good point. Yeah, a lot of the loose ends in the story never got properly wrapped up, which is maddening when that happens. Yudhishthiro says maybe it's because the Elder lightsaber previously was owned by Jedi Master Dumbledore.
No. The Elder lightsaber would be the one that Kylo Ren wanted so bad.
Kylo, I'm sorry. Adam Driver, everyone says, oh, he's a good actor.
No,
but
he collected Darth Vader memorabilia.
Yeah, I know. He's a nerd like us. But it still wasn't an attractive thing.
Well, I actually saw one movie the other day, the Black Klansman, where he was actually had a lead role as well.
Really?
It was a Spike Lee movie.
Oh, okay.
Just to see like how he was doing in a more,
in a proper movie.
Role.
Yeah.
A proper movie, and he was actually doing it quite okay.
Well, they said that the movie he's in right now is Scarlett Johansson, and I don't know what the name of it is. Something, the story of marriage, or the story of our marriage, something like that. The Marriage Story. But apparently he's really good in it.
Okay.
But I just can't. He's just not the evil.
It's because you see Kylo Ren every time, right?
Yeah.
It's the same when you saw Natalie Portman. It's the same thing.
Yeah. It's probably bad casting. Disney dropped the ball on multiple places with that movie.
Yeah. Adam Driver is acting out being a nerdy Sith wannabe, and he did it so well. That's from Mar Hawkman. Yes.
Yeah.
That's an excellent description. Well done.
Wannabe is the correct term.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, I figured out the way to fix this.
Yeah.
And that is go back to when South Park did the episode about selling the rights to Star Wars to the Chinese.
Oh, yeah. You've got that one just right.
And be
Except
like,
it's a little bit
you
difficult for
guys
them
are
to be on the
predicting
side of.
the future.
Could you imagine the Chinese putting out a movie where the good guys are there on the side of the rebellion?
That's a really good point. It goes for the American audience very strongly, but yeah, that would be an issue there.
Then again, I think also the reason why Star Wars or the newer movies, people don't like them is also because the actors are not so famous.
But they weren't famous in the first Star Wars either.
No.
Nobody had a clue who these people were.
Fame does not come into play when making a good movie.
No.
When making a good movie, the story continuity comes very much into play.
Well, if you go back and rewatch the original Star Wars, which I did because they were playing them like crazy over the last couple of weeks, there's so very little done in the original movie. There's not a lot of talking. The story moves quickly. There's a lot done with implied understanding. They don't explain a lot to you. You got to figure it out a little bit, and yet it's all there. You don't have to think hard. But it's subtle. It's underplayed. It's show don't tell, and it's get the audience engaged by making them think.
But that's also maybe because back in the days, special effects weren't that easy to make, right?
Oh no, they weren't. That was really challenging. Borg RA again. You guys want to do something different?
But
Just cute.
like, you go and you see a shot of a hangar where ships are being prepped.
Fleshy
A
green
scene
lights.
Later, explain,
Yeah, we
oh
would.
yeah,
We
we
would.
gotta evacuate.
Mm-hmm.
Then you don't have to see him running to the ships and like having tons of dialogue and making arguments about the evacuation plan.
Mm-hmm.
You just go to fight outside.
Yeah.
Take it to the chopper.
Do you remember the scene where Luke is getting in the TIE fighter and they're putting R2-D2 in with him?
Yeah.
Luke,
He's laughing and
TIE
well, whatever it was. He was laughing and grinning and smiling. You know, he was excited because this is his first big battle. He's not terrified, you know, I'm going into a big battle. So it was youthful exuberance over intricacies and, you know, depth of plot. Is that you, Darkthorne?
TIE fight.
Yep.
Hi, how are you?
What's that mean?
Not bad.
Oh,
Not
it's meant
bad.
to be that. Okay.
But you know, we all understood.
Mhm.
Luke was a farm boy.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
gets to drive he gets to drive an expensive Corvette instead of a tractor.
Oh,
And
don't talk about Mark Hamill in a Corvette.
yeah, there is that part.
There, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it got him the role, but think of it that way.
No, I think that got his face messed up.
Yeah, and so he couldn't do the TV show he was supposed to be doing. He got put on hold while he was healing, and then
But
he was able to interview.
But that was after Star Wars. I think that was before.
No,
Empire
no.
Where he got messed up.
No, it
I
was
think.
from what I remember, it was before Star Wars because he was in a TV series and he got his nose messed up. And walked into a explosion there. That was not fun.
Well, that's what.
Yeah, we noticed that.
Yeah, happens to the best of us.
I'd be excited to fly TIE fighter or X-wing. If
Yeah, me
all I'd
too.
ever flown was a crop dust.
Yeah. And gained a bullseye Womprat from a vet is always good.
Yeah. Now use the fork,
16.
George. I don't know if any of you remember ever seeing this, but there used to be a Cartoon Network like ad short where you had George Jetson going down the trench of the Death Star.
Really?
And you use the fork, George. And he shoots a fork from his ship into like this bullseye, and then the whole thing blows up, showing the Cartoon Network logo.
Wow. I'll have to go look for that one.
Yeah, that was back, well, when the prequels came. And they were running all sorts of Star Wars stuff then.
I was surprised at the lack of cross-selling with the Star Wars, or maybe I just wasn't watching the right stuff.
1977 during picked up shots while they were doing reshoots for some Star Wars stuff. So
Oh, that's when he got it?
yeah.
Aha. So the story I knew
So
wasn't accurate.
So we had done Star Wars, but it was before shooting one of his scenes of Star Wars. Hamill was in a car accident, which resulted fractures to his nose and left cheekbone, requiring 7 hours of surgery. As a result, Dub was used for his land speeder pickup shots.
Oh, well, I'm good on ornaments, I guess.
Okay. So I was just typing out that Mar Hockman mentioned that people who watch the new Star Wars with nostalgia glasses will see it as bad because they want it to be something it's not. True enough. But at the same
Okay.
time,
But I saw the prequels through nostalgia glasses, and I like those.
I didn't like the prequels that much.
Yeah, I wish they had talked a lot less.
I wish George got somebody else to direct or handle
Oh yeah,
some of the
yeah.
story points because
He's not a great director. He doesn't handle movement.
the
well,
only reason Star Wars did as well as it did is because his ex-wife, who he divorced after Star Wars, edited the hell out of it to make it work.
yes. Well, he also had good advice from other people. Pi, did I just send you an invite?
Which, let's be honest, he didn't really listen to, but...
Yeah, no, but, you know. Pi, did I send you an invite? Or did you leave? Apparently I sent him an invite. Alright, I guess I did send him an invite. Wow. Think you got enough buffs there, WC?
No, need more.
Let's see, I gotta defeat 10 Zenkethi, 40 arthropods, and then harvest 6 materials.
Oh, that part's easy. We could help you with the Zenkethi when we're done here.
Oh yeah, kill 10 of them on the ground.
Oh,
It's easy.
on the ground.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. I already have those signs importance loaded up and to the point where I had to do the away mission, so.
Just fly in a few pew pew and then leave.
Okay. Mar Hawkman by SW7, are you talking about The Force Awakens? Is that the one? One more time for Borg RA? Is that good with y'all? Yeah, okay. Wee woo?
We would.
Okay. I didn't care for The Force Awakens. I thought they should have written an original story instead of redoing the first one. If you're gonna do it, write your own darn story.
They did try to go original with The Last Jedi.
No. I'm saying
was
The Force
pretty terrible.
Awakens.
Yeah.
Strictly that one. If you want to write your own your own Star Wars movie and have it be subverting expectations, please use your own characters.
So after watching the movie, can you see a 10 coming out?
Yeah, but it's not going to have anything to do with the previous 9. It's going to have to be an original piece.
Well,
Where are they going to go?
Character-wise.
Yeah, they've killed off this character chain. It's not interesting. Rey is overpowered Mary Sue, and not fun to watch, and not interesting.
Do you remember the ending with the what's her name? The stupid broad. I forgot.
Which one?
Rey.
Yeah. Oh, her. Yeah. Yeah.
When she turns on the lightsaber, right?
Yeah.
So, could indicate that maybe something is coming.
Well, yeah, they're definitely going to do another one. Probably not for a while, though, and it'll depend a lot on how much money they lost with this one.
Well, they can only earn better compared to the Han Solo movie.
Yeah, that's really true.
But then again, I don't really mind the Han Solo movie. I actually kind of liked it. I think the reason why people don't like the Han Solo movie is because they're expecting a Star Wars, right?
I think they were expecting some decent acting. Oh, come on!
I think we were expecting Han Solo that didn't dress like freaking Star-Lord.
Well,
Yeah, you know what? That's a good
I guess
point.
Everybody forgot the Thanksgiving special.
The
Ewok movies.
The holiday special? Oh yeah, yeah. That was a piece of work.
That was George making a buck.
Yeah. Oh, that's exactly what it was. I happened to see it not that long ago, and I was appalled.
I watched it like 5 minutes on YouTube, and then I skipped a few frames, and then I saw Princess Leia singing.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
very coked out Carrie Fisher.
Yeah. Wow.
As from something that Rick James did for Chappelle Show, cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yes, it is. Not good for your heart.
Tell Carrie that. Oh wait, can't do that.
As for why Ray is seemingly OP, they explained it. No, they didn't explain
they
it.
did.
No, they justified it, but they didn't explain it.
They kind of did, and they kind of didn't.
They definitely didn't. And what fun is a character who's OP? Seriously. There's no character development. One of my favorite books of all times is
See Darth Vader OP.
yeah, but he still had to answer to somebody else.
Then he still had to fall, but
Yeah.
that was a terrible movie. Hi, yeah, I'm gonna stalk you since I was 9, and we're gonna get married.
Ooh, that was creepy.
That really was.
Harold, have fun at work. Take care. And I will see you in game. OP characters aren't interesting. One of my favorite characters, as I was about to say, is from the novels by Stephen Donaldson called White Gold Wielder, where the main character is unlikable. It is his story arc. He is not a likable character. He never becomes likable. But it's a wonderful progression over probably 1,500 pages of how he learns to adjust to a different world. Just a great, great story. If you write a character that's a Mary Sue, and she's a Mary Sue, and she's an overpowered Mary Sue, you cannot put yourself in the position of that character. But most of us could imagine ourselves as being a Luke. You know, the underdog, just the regular old guy who's got to work his way through learning new skills, and they're not magic skills. You know, magic is boring.
I don't know. Luke did pretty much after 10 minutes of training, blew up a Death Star. And a fighter he never flew before.
Yeah, but he was...
using abilities he never had before.
But it didn't feel like he was overpowered at it.
Right, remember...
Like, it took him concentration and, like, newly discovered powers.
To go with skills
control.
But to go with skills he already had. He knew how to fly a ship. He knew how to bullseye womp rats.
Actually, no. He knew how to fly an airspeeder, which
Right.
was what the T-16 was.
Close enough.
Not a starfighter.
It's not like Ray, who's never been in
actually-
a ship and suddenly takes off flying it. Better than Han Solo does. No, 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 no.
And you've also got to see
Actually,
how.
I wouldn't say better than Han Solo. I'd say better than Lando.
Yeah, but either case, this is somebody who's never flown before. She goes sailing in the last one on treacherous waters that nobody else will go on. This is a woman from a desert planet. No. Nope, 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 nope. Nobody, nope, nope, nope.
That kind of thing is ridiculous.
Yeah. Make your
she
characters
shouldn't even be able to
believable.
swim.
Yeah.
And you got to remember, like with Skywalker, the first thing that happens is he goes into town, gets taken to a bar that he's not used to being in, and gets his ass handed to him,
True.
and has to be rescued by Grandpa.
Grandpa Limb Chopper. Think about it. Every movie that Obi-Wan appeared as a living being, somebody lost a limb.
Yeah, that's a person you don't want to hang around with when they say you want to get legless tonight.
I mean, he cut Darth Maul's legs off. The bounty hunter in the second movie lopped the arm off her. And then, I have the high ground, Anakin. We know how that one ended.
Yeah, a Michael Jackson song.
No, I'd probably go with the Pearl Jam song that he's half the man he used to be.
you know,
Oh,
or Anakin.
literally,
Literally.
literally. The big issue I had with the last movie is this eighth one was so bad in terms of being out of character that the ninth one needed to resolve it, and instead of resolving it, they threw everything they had at it.
That actually, and that was actually Abrams' fault. He was supposed to one of the points of his contract for the trilogy
Mm-hmm.
was first decision on first choice on directing the movies, but the other point was supposed to have an outline of how the whole thing was supposed to go. He never
Yeah,
did that.
right,
So
exactly.
Rian Johnson did whatever he wanted.
Yep, and they let him do that, which was just, you don't do that. You don't have a writer-director who's done a few small pieces take over a massive project like that. And you certainly, when he starts coming out with some of this stuff...
And who wants to just deconstruct everything, too.
Yeah,
It's not...
really. But like I said, it actually could have been resolved if they had taken less things to try and make this the ninth and end one. If they did a Game of Thrones, they tried to jam everything into too little of time.
Yeah, try to do 2 movies in the space of 1, or could have pulled an Endgame, could have made it 2 parts.
What do you think about the spy
Spy?
in the last movie? In the Star Wars, when we figure out or we get told who's the spy.
That was obviously just jammed in there. Who's it going to be? Oh, yeah, let's just grab this guy.
I was like, oh, really?
Yeah. It was so out of character. Well, it's not out of character because he doesn't have a character.
But it was just like, oh.
But hey, look, let's take this guy along. Oh wait, he's a spy.
I think it was so bad.
Yeah, it just didn't work. And Carrie Fisher dying, yeah. Mar Hoffman, you're quite right that Leia was supposed to be a more central character. But even that wasn't the right solution. The correct solution actually comes out of Revenge of the Sith, the book, where the guy spent a lot of time explaining the balance between dark and light. Imagine if Luke had played down his role as the Jedi because he didn't want to have a focal point for the Sith powers that he felt were gathering strength. He could gather, or he sensed that there had to be an equivalent amount of light power coming back, and didn't want it to have a focal point in him. Okay, so he's downplaying his involvement. Or you could go a zillion other ways with it. But, oh man, they didn't. They just were like, okay, well, maybe this will work. We'll have horses on the bridges of or on the exterior of the ship while it's in low atmosphere. What? What?
That was just.
Yeah, what the heck?
And they've really got to stop with the whole ships coming out of things.
That's such a J.J. Abrams thing.
Yeah,
No, what was really lame was
The movie?
no. No, when they came into Exegol, right, and they saw all the starships, and they say, "How can we beat them? Destroy that small antenna."
Yeah, yeah, that'll do it.
So the entire Imperial fleet, when they're in Exegol, their coordination is controlled by a small antenna.
Well, this is Star Wars formula. The Death Star has
I was like, when they destroyed the first antenna, I was just like, or when they said, now we have a backup. Well, that's good thinking.
Shouldn't they like have something internally so they have to fly through the giant ship to shoot it, like with the Death Star?
Why do we keep having people come up with ships that have got one fatal flaw?
What I think
Because
was
that's
really
the rule.
Yeah, okay, that is the rule. You're right.
Whatever super weapon the Empire has, it has one fatal flaw. And the fatal flaw doesn't necessarily mean it's an easy one to exploit. One little antenna on the roof doesn't work.
Yeah,
what I thought was more lame. What I think was more lame
Mm-hmm.
was that okay, they used to have a big planet killer. That was a humongous big star base,
Mm-hmm.
bigger than the old Death Star, right?
Right.
And now we can cramp it onto a small Imperial destroyer
Right.
with one small, whatever, cannon.
Yeah, wasn't it now a star killer, though? Not a planet killer?
No, I
That's
think it was a plan.
Starkiller was a planet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Now-
just energy consumption for stars is slightly larger than it is for planets.
I thought it was
Yeah.
so. I saw it. I was just like, really?
The one thing though that they should have had with a ship coming out of something should have been the eclipse ripping out of the interior of Coruscant and lifting up with the clone of the Emperor. Oh wait, they scrapped that good story in Legacy so they could give us whatever this was.
You know, if you're going to drop, what is it, $141 million plus on a movie, you might want to spend a little time writing a script, a plot. Just a little bit of time.
No,
So-
Hollywood currently
Or-
thinks that scripts are optional extras.
Or
Mm-hmm.
since you own the rights,
Yeah.
just take the old Legacy story and film that.
Yeah, actually, well, I don't know if...
Dark Empire was not a great story.
Was
There are so many now canonical stories they could have done. You know, when the fan fiction is better than the pro-fic, it's sad, but it is. There's some good fanfic out there. There's some good pro-fic out there.
You said it's not a good story,
It's not a good story.
but it was better than Last Gen.
Yeah, good point.
I can go drop a turd in the toilet. That would be better than The Last Jedi. So let's-
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
but that one was just too good to not.
Okay, according to Mara Hawkman, one theory is that you don't have to destroy it, but instead trigger the star to have uncontrolled fusion. That's a good point. Is that the premise of what was going on here? I don't think that was it? Or did I miss that part? You got dumped because there's only a few that actually are good. Yeah. Oh, okay. The extended universe got dumped because there was only a few that are actually good, but Lucas let them all be canon. Yeah.
right.
Okay, so where's our movie about Grand Admiral Thrawn?
Grand Admiral Thrawn was brought into the Rebel series, and they rewrote his origins so he doesn't appear magically 5 years after, when nothing was going to happen and when nothing on screen was going to ever be done anyway.
Yeah, that's sad.
Did they change the cooldown on the transfer prisoners to Starfleet Command?
No, it's 20 hours, isn't it?
No, I just completed mine like a few hours ago. Just completed it now, and now I can go over and transfer more.
You always could. That's the only way that would work for that one because it's because you have to come up with what 10.
It's the contraband they changed to 20 hours. Yes.
Yeah, contraband is 20 hours. Okay, you guys want to do one more? Do we want to do something big, or do we want to do one more Borg RA, or what?
I was just interested in grinding fleet marks to the bigger projects or the projects, but yeah, I don't mind doing a KDF.
Okay. You want to do a random KDF? Or do you want to do something particular?
I don't care. It was just because we needed fleet marks. I just kept on going with the Borg Red Alert. Let's give us like 35 every time. So yeah.
We can do another one. Hang on. I will send an invite out.
Yeah.
Where is everybody? There you are.
Yeah, I was just on my GME. I got a
Oh, I
lot.
forgot that because the shop, because it's
Say that again?
I forgot to do my race today for extra dilithium.
Don't forget your race. Well, it doesn't have to be the race. It could be anything. So if you do
Anything.
anything, it'll.
Not the TFO or the snowball fight. I think.
No, not the snowball fight, not winters and fishing. But there's 6
No,
things.
I think no, the fishing counts.
Does it?
Yeah, it's the snowball. It's the snowball fight that doesn't count.
Oh,
Call
that's
for
so.
conduct's coming up. Maybe I'll go do that.
Okay. Well, let me send out to Borg RA. Oops, wrong one. Borg RA. There we go.
Let's wait to see if we see.
Do you want?
We will.
Did you? We will.
Okay, you're there.
I'm already there.
I would actually have hoped that they took in Thrawn in Star Wars because that seems like an okay thing.
Thrawn was in Star Wars.
Yeah, but I was thinking in the movies.
Ooh, those guys went away quick.
Yeah, it's just splittity splat with these Borgs.
Splittity splat.
Yeah.
That's the technical name, right?
Tech talk.
I remember
Yeah.
where to go for cones of conduct.
Well, it's
Codes of
it's
conduct or the village.
Run to the
The
village.
Snowconian.
Yeah, the dreaded Snowconian. I want to do that with the team so we can coordinate who's melting candy and get them some coverage next time.
Oh, it's coming up in start.
I'm killing Borg.
We're just collecting fleet marks to the.
So we can
I
get
actually
the...
kind of like they call it fleet marks when it's Klingons. It just feels wrong.
What would we call them? Battle stories.
Toothbrush.
Need to get a toothbrush holder like that for the next vacation.
Yeah, with neon lights and everything.
Uh-huh. Wouldn't that be cool? I told you about the fact that I used to have a Star Trek emblem on my briefcase. I had a leather briefcase. And I took a communicator badge and stuck it in there and glued it on so that it wouldn't come loose while I was traveling on various and sundry airplanes. And this was right after 9/11, and they didn't want me to go on the airplane with it because they said I could peel it loose and then use the 2 little tiny 1/4-inch metal pieces on the back to stab somebody.
You want to hear a ridiculous, stupid story.
Well, let me finish this one first. And they finally looked at me and looked at it and said, okay, because it's you, we'll let you on. I'm thinking, what do you mean because it's me? You have no idea who I am. I'm
Maybe
no
they have
one.
a record on you.
I have no idea what that was about. Go ahead,
Well,
Pearson.
Let me
learn
tell you a
about that.
stupid story.
Okay.
My mom sometimes go to big clothing company conventions. What's the latest fashion? What are we having for the spring collection and summer collections and whatnot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes they have this big cloth, the fabric collection, so they can take the fabric home and talk with the buyers and everything and look at the fabric quality and stuff. So, of course, a lot of the people going to the convention has a small sister. And of course, my mom just bought a cheap old plastic, kind of a scissor that could barely cut into fabric, right?
Right.
And of course, the convention, they were so kind to some of the big customers that they would take your luggage from the convention. You could bring your the luggage to the convention,
Mm-hmm.
and they will drive or they will transport your luggage, to the airport.
Okay.
So my mom, of course, kept the scissors on her person because she was on the convention.
Right.
And then she came to the airport, and no, she had to deliver that small plastic scissor And they were just like, well, you can keep it, or you cannot keep it. You can, you know, take this document and sign it, and then we can send it to you by mail, or you can just put it in a bag.
Wow.
And they was just like, oh, and the flight attendants knew that they were coming straight from the convention, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they were not like ordinary people, but no.
Amazing. Okay,
And it
so
was just a small plastic scissor that could hardly like kill anyone.
I was coming home from the convention in Las Vegas, and one of the things I bought was a beautiful letter opener, which I'm going to whack myself in the face with right now. It is silver, super heavy, incredibly sharp, and it's got a beautiful piece of glass embedded at the other end. And I was carrying it in my carry-on. I forgot to put it in the mail to mail home to myself with the rest of Farnsworth stuff. And they immediately tagged it in the bag, and the lady ahead of me had something, and as soon as they pulled my bag out, I'm like, oh, beans. And the guy said, do you have anything sharp or breakable in there? I said, yeah, I do. I apologize, completely forgot about it. I've got a letter opener. It's incredibly sharp, really heavy, and it's got glass in it, and I'm happy to ship it home. I know where the stuff is. I'll go do it, and I'll come back through security. I got plenty of time. And he takes it out of its little case, and he looks at this razor sharp 6-inch long dagger that I'm holding right now. And they said, no problem. And they let me carry it on the plane.
Wow.
Wow. Well, at least I could defend myself against the attackers then, you know. But oh my God.
You don't need a knife to defend yourself.
No
Come
kidding.
on.
Well, I had told people the year before when I went there, the kid ahead of me was trying to get on the plane with his skateboard. And the attendant was giving him a really hard time and kind of said to him and his mother, who had paid for it to go on as carry-on, you know, you could kill somebody with that on the airplane. And I looked at her and said, I can kill somebody with a baseball cap, you know. keep this in perspective here. And she's just looking at me like, huh? This is like 2 weeks after we had a class on how to kill somebody with a baseball cap. So it was really good timing.
Well, you can kill any person with almost everything, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, I can, certainly. Yeah. Hey, I never thought of that one. Mar Hockman says he carries a plastic garrote whenever he does air travel, and security never looks at it. Women carry mirrors in their makeup bags. Very easy to crack a mirror and use it as a razor blade. It is incredibly sharp. Yeah, security gets really weird, and I understand it's really challenging for them, and they do the best they can, and I don't object if they tell me that I cannot take my 6-inch long razor sharp, extremely heavy knife with me on the plane. That would be fine. No issues there. I used to travel a lot, and if that's what they say has to go, that's what has to go. Though I did object when I worked at the blood bank, and they wouldn't put on gloves to go through my bags, and I'm trying to explain to them I handle blood a lot. You want to carry gloves and wear gloves. You might want to think about face masks. And they were in there with their bare hands, and I'm like, I don't even touch that stuff. It's going home, and it's going to go in and get disinfected before I touch that stuff.
I can tell you a stupid law that we have over here.
Mm-hmm.
We're not allowed to carry a knife longer than, and now I have to think of you Americans that doesn't use metric.
We can do the conversions, you know. We're not that bad.
Okay, let me just see here. Let's just see here. Let me be nice to you guys. Okay. We're not allowed to have or to carry a knife longer than 2.8 inches.
Okay.
That's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We're not allowed to even carry those on a plane.
No. I'm not talking about.
Oh, in general?
Just on plane. In general.
Oh, wow.
The most stupid thing was that when that law was introduced, then of course the police had to start, asking people, do you have a knife on your person?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then of course they stopped whenever they pulled over a person in his car. They asked, do you have any knives on you? And then, of course, they stopped a lot of people working on in storage companies and were, you know. And of course, they stopped the guy who worked at a big storage facility, and he said, "Yes, of course, I have a knife because I have to
Yeah.
have to open a lot of boxes, corporate boxes every day." And they said, "Okay, here you get a fine."
Oh,
But he was like, it's a tool I use for work. Yeah, the law didn't state that. So a lot of people that were working, even fishermen driving home from a lake, that people out fishing and had like 10 or 12 fishes in the trunk of their car, got fines because they had a knife on their person.
ah,
And then, of
crazy.
course, the politicians, they were just like, "Whoops, we didn't think that through."
Yeah, no, no kidding.
It was to deal with the popularity of things like stilettos and butterfly knives
Oh yeah, yeah.
amongst youth that grew up in the 80s.
Yep, yep, yep. And I know people who still carry. Christmas, we went down to Grandmaster's Christmas party, and he got a box of stuff, and of course it was taped shut because there's a lot of stuff in it. And he gets out his knife. Everybody gets out their knives. Everybody's carrying a knife. And he jokingly said, "Has everybody got their knife?" We all pull out our knives and have them up in the air. And then he goes, "All right, who's carrying?" And half the guys pull out their guns. Hey, Mewsin, yes, I own a sword too. I think I gave it to my son because I didn't want it up here while I was moving. But one of my students gave me a proper katana, not a really fancy one, but a nice one, and a tanto. So I have both. But they're in storage at the moment.
No, that for some reason reminded me of that quote from that film. I had to look it up. Of course, he has a knife. He always has a knife. We all have knives. It's 1183 and we're barbarians.
Quite so. Wow, that's a nice machete. Yeah, I don't know if I could get away with a machete, but I can get away with sticks. You know, it's just a matter of knowing what you've got on hand and being able to hit somebody with it appropriately and not get hurt.
I remember seeing a discussion once with a chappie who lives down in Texas who carries a knife. And he tends to get police asking him, "Oh, why do you have a knife, blah, blah, blah." And they get a bit, nervous because he could stab someone. And as he pointed out, it's an open carry state.
Yep.
Yeah, it's open carry. You're allowed to have a gun.
Mm-hmm.
A gun, all you have to do is squeeze the trigger, and it has one setting, which is kill.
Mm-hmm.
With a knife, you have to push that into someone, and you have to be darn sure, as you're pushing it in, that you wish to push it in further.
Yeah.
It's a lot. There's some differences.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. One of my students was doing his rank promotion self-defense, but we decided to change it up, and he did a 10-minute defend yourself against a knife course, which I think some of the parents were a little taken aback at just how violent knife fighting can be. Because once you've made the commitment, you've made the commitment. It's really hard to tone it down.
Okay,
That
just a
reminds
quick
me
question.
of-
Yes.
Do you have a law that you cannot use your mobile phone while driving your car?
We
like
do.
having it in your right hand or left hand?
Yes, we do have that in Illinois. I don't know about any other states.
Okay,
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
but there's no law against you eating a banana while driving.
Interestingly, they are now talking about making a law against eating while you're driving.
Okay. Because we have the same law over here that you're not allowed to operate your phone while driving your car, which of course makes sense, a lot of sense. But you're still allowed to have your cup of coffee or your banana or put on your makeup.
Yep. Yep. I have a
While
friend
driving.
I have a friend who reads the newspaper while driving. And you have to appreciate Chicago is 4 lanes of traffic moving at 75 miles an hour in places. And this guy's had more accidents, and it's a miracle that he's still alive.
That's shocking.
Yeah. Yeah. Mar Hockman says some U.S. states have laws about distracted driving, but it's not very specific. That is true. It's kind of a catch-all that they can use it if you have an accident and they want to charge you, but they don't really know what to charge you with. It's distracted driving. Though my husband for Christmas...
Just like when they want to pull you over, they can just say you were weaving.
Yeah, exactly. What was I going to say? My husband bought me a cup phone for Christmas, which is it's a phone holder and it fits in your cup holder.
I would love to get one of those, but somebody uses all my freaking cup things for their stuff. So
Yes, well, it's actually really nice, and I got it and put it in the car today and realized my phone didn't fit in it, and then realized the back's adjustable so your phone can fit in it if it so chooses. You just have to adjust it. That was nice. Hey, I'm up for one more mission for tonight, if that's good with you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to do something big or one more?
I really don't care. You decide.
Okay. What about you, WC? One more for you?
Yep, although I'm on are you still on KDF?
I'm still on KDF. I haven't changed my tunes.
Okay, she'll change.
Did you change to something else?
Well, I'm just buying stuff for my Andorian.
Oh, okay. No problems.
So
Do you need something specific?
No.
No, just... He's
I'm
just...
just buying trinkets.
Oh, okay. It's just because I have a lot of training manuals lying around, so it was just if you needed that.
Now here we go. Gorn scientist.
That's an oxymoron.
No, it is not. We are a spacefaring culture.
And we rock our ugly sweaters.
All right, shall I do a random, or do you guys want to do Borg?
Whatever you like.
Making me think.
Yeah, of course.
I'll go random. I'm sure everybody's bored of seeing us kill
We
stuff
will.
now.
Wee woo?
Wee woo.
Wee woo.
Who has 50K of EC on them? On KDF.
Yeah, I probably do. I do.
Can
I've
you
got...
just- Can
Yeah,
you fill the
yeah,
last
yeah,
project
yeah.
So at least it's running.
Here
Just
I
seems
was
to
trying
use
to
its own.
save blah, 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 blah.
I can easily give you a 50K EC if you want.
Wow, it's... hold on. Tell me if it filled, just because you know how it's been lagging.
did.
Okay. You know how it lags sometimes.
Yeah. You know how you fixed it?
Yeah, see if somebody else does it.
Nope.
Ignore
Just
it.
find another project and just slot, I don't know, a small amount of dill or something, then the UI updates. Ooh, it's Counterpoint.
Counterpoint. Oh, God.
Mom's favorite.
Counterpoint's fun. What? It's just a shame it's not in my Audi.
I tend to get Counterpoint a lot.
Oh.
it's her favorite mission.
No, that's not true. That is not true. My favorite mission of those is probably Procyon 5.
Groundhog Day.
Though we did it once successfully. I was happy with that. Of course, I think it was 5 of us from the fleet, and everybody was on headset so we could coordinate.
I think I might be really handy if I finish my new build.
Oh, sweet.
For Procyon 5, I mean.
What
I'm
are
just
you
gonna
building?
Throw out something with grav wells and a lot of torpedo damage.
Oh, somebody has the...
Marhawk? That's not entirely true.
Uh-oh.
I know
I'm dead.
somebody who's got tons of temp HP, and he was still getting interrupted, even though it's not supposed to do that.
Sometimes you need a good team with you.
Yeah, I'm just thinking I throw out one Gravwell with, you know,
Are we going after portals?
enough control
Yeah.
and like over 500 EPG.
Well, is this the
Gonna
portal one?
Fuck up everything.
Yes, this is
Portal one.
portals. Who's gone where? I'll stick with somebody. It's easier as a team.
We just need to wait those 30 seconds before we can...
Fine.
I didn't make the mission.
I didn't give the orders, I just carried them out.
Here we go.
Okay, where's the portal?
Over here on the left.
Okay. Oh, I see it.
I'm triggered.
You're triggered?
Yeah, I don't see your power levels, Mom.
Oh, I've hidden stuff. Apparently I've taken some damage too.
I hope you've got like really high engine power.
Oh, probably not.
Right, okay, so that Solution Wave impeller
Mm-hmm.
that came with this ship,
Yes.
that actually gets fire cycling haste based upon your engine power stat.
Cool. You have to appreciate that we did these builds last weekend while we were leveling ships, and the goal was how fast can you level a ship? As it turns out, 6 minutes is the correct answer. And so just threw everything I could on, so we were spending more time putting stuff together on ships than leveling. And the focus was on leveling. So whatever I had got thrown on things.
Damn.
But that said, I did 30-some ships in 6 hours, so I was kind of happy. But I do like this ship. The impeller is nice.
Yeah, your engine power decides how fast it shoots.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Damn.
for me, that would be my
Did we get 5
secondary
portals?
3.
2 portals.
No,
We have 3.
we have 3 of 5. It's 4. We have 47 seconds left. Think we can get another one?
There's one over here.
Mm-hmm. The technical phrase, there's one over here. I have no idea what you mean by over here. Oh, that one.
The red thingy is heading towards the thingy, I think, with the blue thingy.
Again, the technical terminology.
Gray thingy.
The thingy. Thingy? You mean, no, not that. Thingy!
There we go.
Voila, got our 5. Yay.
Now we just have to hear Lita keep repeating.
The console from Shran is great for Procyon 5. What console from Shran? Oh, from the Shran? I just picked that up. I will have to look at that one.
She sounds like she's having so much fun doing this, though.
Who, with Lita?
Mm.
Yeah. Oh my lord. My children.
No, we're not gonna surrender, Lita.
Shut up, Lita.
We're taking too much damage.
So it's nice to have leveled up basically every ship I had that was, you know, the prize ships, things like that. Now I have to decide on real ships for all my tunes. Decisions, decisions.
Yeah, but not us.
Hi there, Fifi.
How are the puppies?
The puppies are evil children, though they got through the holidays without biting each other.
I'm
that's
gonna
always
hop
fun.
out. I'm
Okay.
getting a call.
Oh, well, go take your call.
Pull down on that too.
Is this advanced?
Yep. I know. Doesn't feel advanced, does it?
No. Unless it's just because we're so cool. I don't know.
You
And
that
humble.
tends to be famous last words.
Yeah, really. You know what? I'm wondering if I've got Shrans that I didn't level up.
One of my favourite lines from a stop-motion children's television series out of Britain in the 80s, Wind in the Willows, where Toad is going on about how wonderful he is, and Rat says, "And modest, don't forget modest." To
Quite
which Rat
so.
said, "Oh, what? No, I didn't forget. I just don't like you both."
So,
1 minute.
Pi, I told you that I got a 8 terabyte hard drive for the videos. Yay!
That's cool.
It is awesome. Ample room for storage now.
Nice space tornadoes.
Darkthorne, are you still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, just checking. We got 1 minute and 18 seconds to go yet. And Lita Dunn took a shellacking today.
When doesn't she take a beating?
Well, when we're around, it's not a good day for her.
They're still
You
doing a
haven't
lot.
seen the last of
I'm gonna
me.
die. I died.
It's actually quite lame. You can't shoot at her when they're down to a special,
Mm-hmm.
like 25% of their health. You cannot
Yeah.
shoot at them. That's kind of lame.
Well, otherwise she'd be dead. It'd be like a couple of the ships, the Enterprise in Badlands that we take out And she doesn't die because she's special.
Well, it's kind of the same way. She's special in that point. You can't kill the Enterprise in any of the episodes it shows up in.
Yeah. Main character shield.
Oh, the body scoop.
She had the plot armor's at full power.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the
Alrighty.
body scoop.
And if you start
yeah.
killing her in the Badlands, then we would never see the dream matchup of Lita versus Killy.
Oh, I'm waiting for that one.
Oh,
That would be fun.
That really would.
Okay, let's see if Lita can kill us with her big fleet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're so terrified, Lita.
Well, I got the painting in my bedroom done today.
Oh, nice. Congratulations.
Technically, I don't, but I don't know what color I'm going to paint the baseboards yet. Because they were painted before, and I don't want to paint the same color as the wall.
What color did you use for the wall? The brick or something else?
I will send you a color thing over your
That's a nice
Skype.
wall.
Give me a moment.
That went nicely.
Oh, we came down to 56%.
Oh.
Yeah, Terranor. Goodbye.
We did a good job on that one.
well, I smell lunch.
And I smell bedtime. I'm going to grab some water.
There's the color.
I will go take a look at that color. I have to do a little bit of work tonight.
I gotta move some furniture back before I go to do some laundry.
Hmm.
All fun stuff.
Oh, that's a nice color. That goes nicely with the other color, too, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. Good choice.
Yeah, I got like half a gallon left. I'm gonna change things up in the laundry room where somebody had me do the trim. I'm gonna end up redoing it in that color.
I like that. All right. Well, I'm going to make it a night here, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us after that nice long hiatus. I don't know if we'll be on tomorrow.
In
Or
theory, we might, but who knows?
who knows? Yeah. For sure, we will be on. I don't want to commit you to this, Darkthorn, but what would you think about doing First Contact on Wednesday, New Year's Day?
New year,
Mm-hmm.
new ship.
Yep. Excellent series.
New year, new ship. We can do this.
Okay, so plan on joining us then on Wednesday for sure. We'll set a time and let everybody know to do First Contact, Star Trek First Contact movie.
One of my top 3 Trek movies.
Yeah, big time. And in the meantime, we might be around tomorrow. We might be around Sunday. We might be around Monday because I'm not going downstate. I will be around. So thanks to everyone who joined us. Mar Hockman, thanks for all the great comments. I appreciate it. Loki, great to have you on. For a newer listener or newer viewer, whose name I'm going to totally mangle, Historio, Yud Historio, whatever it is. YUDHISTIRO.
Mangle your name.
I'm mangling your name. Hey, always good to see you. Scott, I know you're, sorry. Yeah, I know that some of our other people aren't on, but thank you anyway for being here. Pi DTWC, thanks for joining, being here, being awesome, playing the game. For those of you playing along at home, no. So, talk to you all later. Thanks for joining us. Have a great evening. Everybody say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Say goodbye.
Bye-bye. Bye.